Alright, we're back on the Dodge Cummins again. What we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and paint this half of the block, and we're going to do it in the truck as easy as we can, as most as we can, without taking out as much as possible. And I'll show you the few tricks that I have learned over the years, and it's not going to be perfect, but it is going to look better than this when it's done, and that is the goal, and it'll be done economically. Yeah, I just woke up. Rough Saturday night. We're going to use a number of different products today to degrease all this. You guys know it. I love this stuff. Amsoil Power Foam. It is not only a cleaner for inside the motor, but it is also a, somewhere I know it used to say it, but it's a engine cleaner. I've been using it for probably about 20 years, and I've tried everything from easy off oven cleaner to gunk, and this stuff is the best out there. So if you want to get a can of this, you know the guys I order from. Guys over there at trustedoil.com. They've been hooking us up for all the vehicles for, geez, I don't know how many years. So the first thing we're going to do, take our can of Amsoil Power Foam. And like I said, there's no science to this. You do want to get your camera away from this stuff. And the interesting thing will be to see if this affects that paint that I just put on there by Ceramics, or who was that? VHT header paint. So you can already see the gunk and grime just cruising on down there. Really don't know how much of this we're going to get painted today. Would like to get quite a bit of it. Anyway, you got the idea. Alright, so we power foamed everything, undid these little clips here. I'm going to go ahead and probably remove the air horn and paint that off the vehicle. And then we're just going to paint this area in here, move these wires out of the way. Then try to do it with as little dismantling as possible. Again, the only thing is we're just trying to make the engine compartment look nicer. And as far as leaving it in the truck, yes, you could take it out of the truck and do all this work, but we're trying to do this in an hour's time, save time. That power foam is some nasty stuff. It did take off some paint on the top of the crowns here on the exhaust manifold. That's no big deal. We can hit that again once everything's done in a couple weeks and it's dry. But that power foam is some evil stuff. It cleans everything. It eats grease for breakfast, baby. This motor has never been cleaner. I sprayed stuff and I found stuff that I didn't even know was on this motor. It was like all of a sudden there's this shiny silver thing that shows up that was covered in grease. So, long story short, we're all power foamed. I'm going to go to the store and get the Duplicolor High Temp Engine Chrysler red color. That's the color we chose. And we're going to paint this up, and I'll show you. We're going to stop at Publix, the local grocery store, to get something else that I learned from an old guy back when I was 20. Now that I'm an old guy, maybe I could teach some young guy the same trick. So we'll be right back. Alright, here's the products we're going to use on this today. We have the engine enamel red. We wanted to do the new Cummins red color. Unfortunately, I'm not going to spend that much money for a can of paint. We're doing this on a budget. I've got the flame-proof header paint to touch up the headers where the power foam kind of got into it. I got some more roll bar and chassis paint to touch up some of the frame areas, and I just picked this up because I'm going to touch up some of the Mustang. Lots of masking tape, duct tape, blue tape, and we got the roll black paper here to wrap some things up, and then we've got the secret weapon over here. Alright, I spent about 10 minutes just throwing some paper on it and wrapping it with some duct tape and some masking tape, and then tin foil is the secret. This old guy showed me this like 20 years ago, and he was doing his Corvette motor inside the car. Just wrap the stuff up with foil. It forms right to it, and then throw some tape on it. And you know, I protected the turbo because I didn't want any tin foil getting in there. But other than that, then I got the paint out. This is the third coat. Letting it dry 10 minutes between coats. It's gonna look nice when it's done. I've got 40 minutes into this so far. It's definitely an easy Sunday morning here. We're gonna have this thing done. It'll look real nice, and it's just one step to making it nice, that's all. Us crazy guys that like to paint engines. Okay, like I said, we took about 4 minutes on this side, threw some paper in there and taped it off, and you know, disconnected a few wires. Not a lot, just enough that when you pop the hood, it doesn't look like, you know, I mean, you get on the internet and you look at all the Dodge 2500s for sale. There's like thousands of them, and they all show the picture of the motor, and it's always the same looking motor. So for $5 and well, $8 for paint and $5 in duct tape, you can set your truck apart from the rest, which is all I want to do. Just a little customization, pop the hood. It's like, ooh, that looks different. Doesn't really affect the performance, but it makes you feel good about it. And I'm a feel-good type of guy. So I'm happy with the way it looks so far. All right, we got about an hour and a half tied into it. That includes going to the parts store and buying the red paint, and going to the grocery store and buying the beer, and having 3 beers. So this is the finished product. Like I said, we just quickly taped some things off, threw some duct tape, some brown paper, some aluminum foil, and we painted up the block. And there's your finished Sunday afternoon. About, like I said, I don't know, maybe 2 hours of my life is involved in this. But you know what, you pop the hood right now, everybody's like, ooh, that really looks good. And there's that Volant cold air intake with the power core that we installed last week. Bought that from Auto Anything. And then got the paint right here from Advanced Auto Parts. Both the VHT silver aluminum header paint and the red engine 500 degree paint. Got that from, like I said, Advanced Auto Parts. And then over here, the Volant cold air intake system with the power core Donaldson air filter. We got that from Auto Anything. Pleased with both companies. Nothing bad to say about either one of them. Nothing bad to say about any of the products. We're going to do a nice review on this in a couple of weeks here, because what I've noticed in my driving is really going to be amazing to you guys. So there's your under the hood Dodge Cummins dress up on a Sunday afternoon. Hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up, you know, and subscribe to us. We're just normal people trying to make our vehicles look better. Hope you enjoyed watching. Have a great day.